Block Films here. How y'all doing today? Oh man, he's definitely not a smart person. But Alex Padilla's messing up today, and we're gonna react to X for the morning part of X and see what's going on there. Hope y'all having a good Thursday. It's Thursday, I hope, right? Yeah, it's Thursday. I was gonna say, holy jeez. Holy jeez. No. The Eddie Block Show. Check out Mr. Nice Guy. He's gonna be out at the protests in Chicago on Saturday. Check him out. He makes all my music. Mr. Nice Guy Alexander. He's got some good songs. And close, he did this one too. Oh, yeah, this one. We won't play it all, but.
You are now witnessing
Oh, I forgot to share this stuff.
Yo, it's the Eddie Block Show. Trump couple on the side, ready, let's go. Hey, it's the Eddie Block Show. If you agree or disagree, let them know.
All right, let's stop it. All right, here's what you guys came to see. Look at this. Alex Padilla is not exactly the brightest in the bunch, is he? I don't know why he went to go visit Kristi Noem, but we'll find out after we watch these two pieces. We'll see if we can see her whole entire her thing.
Senator Alex Padilla, I have questions for the secretary because the fact of the matter is,
what I don't get is what did he do to start getting pushed out?
On your head off.
So many of our ICE agents have been doxxed for doing their duty, how they have been targeted.
I'm Senator Alex Padilla. I have questions for the secretary because the fact of the matter is, a half a dozen violent criminals that you're rotating on your head off.
So many of our ICE agents have been doxxed for doing their duty, how they have been targeted.
All right, like I actually want to see the beginning. Like you don't just start going after him, and then this is the after effect.
Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back.
If you let my hands go, I stand behind my back.
All right.
I love it.
Other hand.
This guy's a dumbass. He's ruining California.
Other hand, sir. Other hand.
I love it.
There's no recording allowed out here. I did not know. There's no recording allowed out here per FBI, right?
Hands behind your back.
There's no recording. Well, I'm glad he got it before they told him not to record anymore. He totally interrupted her press conference. Okay, so let's see if we can find it. Kristi Noem. Oh man, I love watching her. I love her. Oh my goodness. I mean, she's what, 59 years old, and she's, oh my goodness. What's up, Sneaky Pete? I mean, she is just one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life. Like, I'm surprised she's not a model.
I'm impressed. You must have better knees than I do.
Like, if I could die right now, like, let's say if I could, I would risk. What did he say? You could date her and go out.
Bathfitter knows what you're looking for.
Marry
the perfect
her.
style for your
I'll
bathroom
take dying
model
right
with
now.
the look of tile you want. New textures,
my
shapes,
whole...
and styles. Time
And
to
she's
set
not a
a date.
redhead.
It just fits.
Fucking all
Go to
these commercials.
bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
All right, real quick, since Sneaky's here. Hey, Sneaky. So, I got some of my I got the boost tubes in finally on my RAM, and oh my god, these fucking. So, I'm gonna make a video. So Banks has videos telling you how to do it, and I'm gonna show you I'm gonna edit it and make it into my own version. I know not just Banks, but fucking Dodge, Ram, and probably every automotive maker makes it so you'll fucking cut yourself 20 million times. It's like the Chinese torture test. You get all these freaking scrapes and bruises, and it's just, oh man, like watch, I'll show you this real quick. I mean, this was this morning. You know, I got my air intake off, and I got the hot side boost tube in, right? But look, I'm fucking bleeding. And then laying on my crawler, because I have an over the engine crawler. Oh man. That hurts your belly. Maybe it's just because I'm fucking fat. But I'm telling you, they do this shit on purpose. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can find the part where he interrupts her. Do you know when it was? I'm guessing. Oh, it's right there, probably. I'm guessing because they pulled back.
We are staying here to liberate the city from the socialist and the burdensome leadership that this governor and that this mayor have placed on this country, and what they have tried to insert
Secretary, I want to
into
know
the
what you
city.
consist
So I want to say thank you to
exaggerated
every single person that has been able to do
Hands
this.
up, hands up.
Also, I want to
I'm
talk
Senator Alex Padilla.
specifically
I have
to the
questions for
rioters and
the
to
secretary,
politicians
because the
like
fact of the
this.
matter is, a half a dozen violent criminals that you're rotating on your.
I also want to talk about specifically
I love it.
how many of our ICE agents have been doxxed for doing their duty.
She just kept
how
on
they have
going.
been targeted, and how their families have been put in jeopardy, and that we're not going
Look
to
at
allow
her.
that
She's just
anymore as
amazingly
well.
gorgeous.
Those individuals who are purposely
I'm enamored with
endangering
her.
our ICE agents
I'm
and
definitely
our law
enamored with
enforcement
her.
officers and their families will be prosecuted for what they are doing as far as perpetuating violence on them. I want to know that the American people are grateful for our law enforcement officers. We will always respect them, and that President
Do you guys
Trump
think
is
maybe
thankful
she's
for the
had
leadership
some
that
work
has been
done, or
shown
do you
by
think
all
she's
of
just
these
all natural?
agencies. In fact, President Trump did call in, and I did visit with him today, and
No,
he
she
also
didn't
visited
miss a
with
beat.
all of these agencies here this morning and thanked them for what they are doing to make sure that they are protecting the United States of America. The images that we've seen out of Los Angeles the last several days has simply been un-American by the protesters and the violence that we've seen perpetuated. Masked thugs are assaulting police officers. They're setting vehicles on fire.
Man, I wanna see
waving
this.
foreign flags on American soil while burning American flags. And they've damaged public property and
Probably
destroyed
clickbait.
private businesses. We need to make sure that we are continuing to
See, if you look
protect
at her
the
arms, you
citizens
can
that
tell
live
that
here
she's
and want
definitely
this
got some
community
age
to be
to her.
safe. Let me give you just a few examples of those who have been rioting that many politicians like Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass are defending. There was a Vietnamese illegal alien who committed a mass shooting at a graduation party in 1994 that we've been able to take off the streets. A Filipino
Wow,
illegal alien that was convicted of
1994. All the way from 1990 freaking 4. That's fucking crazy. All right. So let's see what all is up on X for today. Let's see. I got people following me, probably scammers. Let's see what the good news stuff is. She's definitely all natural. Oh, Jazzy Crockett. Uh-oh. What's she talking about now?
So do this because they love to cherry pick. They can find, any one person that has been killed. And if they've been killed by an immigrant, then God darn it, every single immigrant is going out and they are killers.
Already?
And that is the problem. But they don't want to talk about white supremacy. I don't know how many hearings we going to have about the fact that there's been this one immigrant that killed this one person. And no, I'm not excusing any killings by them or white supremacists. But they haven't had these hearings. We didn't have a hearing on Buffalo and what happened there. We didn't have a hearing on.
When are we gonna? You know what? I'm starting a new. Has anybody ever said black supremacist before? Hold on. I'm starting a new word. Let's see if anybody else has used this before. I don't even know how to spell supremacist. Black. How do you spell supremacist? These are the results for black supremacist. Here we go. Oh, there's a excuse me. There is a Wikipedia page about it. There is a Wikipedia wiki. Black supremacy is a racial supremacist belief that maintains that black people are inherently superior to other races. All right, Sneaky Pete, have a good day, bud. Cool. So we know there is it. She's a black supremacist. That she is a black. Now I got to figure out how to spell it again. SUPREMIST would be my guess. No way. Is it that how you spell it? Supremacist. Wait, how do you say black supremacist? Supremacist. God darn it. Supremacist. I guess it is supremacist, huh? Control C. Well, I guess I learned how to spell it, but you know what? I'm gonna forget how to spell it again. I know I will. All right, let's copy and paste it so I don't gotta remember how to spell it again. Supremacist. Cyst. Like, I gotta remember cyst. Cyst. Okay, I'll remember it. I'll get it straight. There we go. Hashtag Jazzy Crockett. Hashtag Hashtag Jasmine. Hashtag. You gotta do all these stupid hashtag stuff. Jasmine Crockett. I don't even know. You spell her name with 2 T's. Okay, there we go. She's a black supremacist.
El Paso and what happened there. We didn't have a hearing on Charleston and what happened there. So it's interesting that they pick and choose because it seems like they love to pal around with the white supremacists. And so they don't want to talk about certain other things, but also do this because they love to
Shut the fuck up. How is she even in?
cherry pick.
She got in because she's black. Let's be real here. That's why she got in. What the fuck just happened here? Let's start it over. Democrat State Senator Alex Padilla forcibly removed. In a violent rage, California Democrat Alex Padilla stormed the stage where Department of Homeland Security we basically just read the whole dang thing. We saw the whole dang thing. We don't remember seeing Donald Trump in the streets of LA yesterday.
In the middle of the streets, trafficked, kidnapped in the middle of the streets, trafficked to other countries without due process. In the middle of the streets, trafficked.
Shut the fuck up. Imagine you were playing chess, but for every one move you take, I can take 10 moves. Like, I'm just gonna win. It's a war games in real time. Man, you know, I love watching Sean Ryan stuff, but he just takes too long. Just too long. I can't sit. I mean, I know I can stream for hours, but I can't sit there and I already said that. Oh, I must post it on. Oh, that's right. Okay, I posted on this one already. What is it? A self-described Antifa member passing out LGBTQ stickers.
Did y'all get a free sticker? You want one?
Yes, all of this free stickers.
Yeah, one of each. You want one of each? Yeah, there you go.
What else you got?
Oh, that's all I got.
I like that.
I got a lot of hate
Oh
for
wait,
the cops.
wait. This is in Seattle. This is where Chop used to be. That's in Seattle.
Hey,
so do I.
Yeah,
because I've been there.
Fuck them.
Hey, you know what I want to do?
What?
I want to fuck the whole police department with 13 inch dick.
Fucking please do it. I would put it on video. I would jerk off to that every fucking day.
My team rolled down to a local burger place called Dick's, debriefed, and congratulated ourselves for the great work that we felt we had done for our community that day.
Handing out stickers is great work you did for your community that day. Really, Doge cuts are about to come to the floor. Good. Hakeem, wait, we want cheap gas, groceries, and mass deportations. Let me show you on the doll where the racist climb. Oh man, let's see what's he saying here.
If we cut our interest by 1 point for years, we save $300 billion. If we cut it by 2 points, we save, because it's pretty equivalent. We're going to spend $600 billion a year, $600 billion, because of one numbskull that sits here. I don't see enough reason to cut the rates now. And the problem he's got is that, and I explained to him, look, if inflation went up, cut your rates now. There's no inflation. We got it down. We got prices down. We got gasoline down.
Not in California.
Keep it going down. But gasoline's down. We drill, it's drill, baby, drill. That's why it's going down. But we all that. But think of it. I said to him, he was in my office a couple of days ago. I said, if you think there's inflation, let's find out. Because I think we're going to keep it down. I think gasoline's going to be so far down. Oil, energy, it's so much energy. We have so much energy, we don't know what to do with it. But let's say there was inflation in a year from now. Raise your rates. I don't mind. Raise your rates. I'm all for it. I'll be the one I'll be calling you. He'll be too late for that too. But raise your rates. You don't have to keep them up here. If it's going to go up, I'm okay with you raising, but it's down. And we're going out to financing. And I may have to force something. Somebody said, who's the genius that thought of that? I said, it's me. Unlike Biden, I stay awake at night thinking about how to save.
Yeah, he does. You ever see how late he starts tweeting and stuff? He's up late at night. What's going on here? Breaking 122 illegal aliens were deported from U.S. to China. Good. Even CNN is calling out Alex. Oh shit! Even CNN is talking shit.
Being treated quite that way.
We just received a statement from the office of Senator Padilla, and they say that he's currently in Los Angeles exercising his duty to perform congressional oversight of the federal government's operations in Los Angeles across California. It goes on to say that he tried to ask the secretary a question and was forcibly removed by federal agents, forced to the ground, and handcuffed. He is not currently detained, and we are working to get additional information. David, over and over, we've heard from voters in different parts of the country talking about how they want to see Democrats confront the administration on some of these issues like immigration. I mean, it gets handsy, but Padilla was trying to make a statement there.
There's no doubt about it. I mean, she was holding a press conference and doing a press statement. He's not a member of the press. It wasn't like a hearing where it was an open forum for senators to ask a question. He clearly showed up to a public event to create a moment and do what you're saying, sort of show his constituents, not just Democrats, but that he's fighting from his perspective. Again, I think the question is, was this the appropriate response of how it got dealt with in that moment and how that plays? To your point, though, I mean, what we're seeing politically is a very divided country over the support and opposition. It's almost evenly divided in a Washington Post poll today over the president's actions and policies here.
No, it's not.
Both over the president putting in the Guard and the Marines there, right? But also we see an evenly divided country over support and opposition to the protests.
Your numbers are way the fuck
also
off.
in a situation.
CNN will fucking lie to you. They have their own numbers. Down Detector reports widespread outages for major platforms like Google, Amazon, and Cloudflare. Interesting. So let's see. Spotify, Google Cloud. Fuck Google anyways, you know. Etsy. I don't ever use Etsy. Twitch. We're on Twitch right now, so who knows? Freaking dumbass. For anyone who doesn't own an ironing board, I don't own an ironing board. Chuck Schumer reacts to... Oh, let's hear what he has to say.
Without objection.
Mr. President, I just saw something that sickened my stomach. The manhandling of a United States senator. We need immediate answers to what the hell went on. I yield the floor.
Shut the fuck up.
Mr. President.
You guys did that that was all on purpose. Fucking idiots. Homeland Security says chose disrespectful political theater and interrupted a live press conference without identifying himself or having a Senate security pin on as he lunged towards Secretary Nome. Mr. Padilla was told repeatedly to back away and to not comply with the officers. Fucking Mayor Karen Bass. Fuck you. I love it. This is great. You guys want to see it again? You guys want to see him tackle it on the ground again? Let's watch it again.
Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back.
If you let my hands go, put them behind my back.
All right. Cool. One hand. Lay flat.
This is the greatest thing I've seen in a while.
Other hand.
Dumbass.
I did not know. There's no recording allowed out here per FBI rights.
Per what rights? It's California. It's an open fuck. Well, I guess they're on private property, maybe. Rashida Tlaib lost her mind and began yelling about it. Fuck you, Rashida Tlaib. Go back to your fucking country. You're a fucking traitor to America.
The president of the United States benefited financially and personally by having a broken immigration system that
How
keeps
rich are you, bitch?
our immigrant neighbors in a broken system that doesn't allow them to come out of the shadows.
Shut the fuck up.
Why? Because that's cheap labor. Let's be honest. They're arresting dishwashers, people at Home Depot at work, and they're donors.
Do you notice how they keep talking about, oh, they work they're at Home Depot trying to do little jobs. They're picking in the fields. They're dishwashers. You know what? Fucking, why don't you ever mention there's a doctor or, because that's the way you think of them. You think you're just a racist bitch yourself saying, oh, they're only good for picking our fields and doing this stuff. Right on. Thank you, Mary. Thank you. Actually, though, it's better on Rumble. On Rumble, I do more on Rumble because I can't say certain shit here on YouTube because I've been kicked off probably at least 200 times off of YouTube. So, go to Eddie Block Films on Rumble. Actually, you know what? I don't know. Do you do Rumble? Watch this! Exclamation point Rumble. There you go. It'll pop up.
Benefit.
Shut the fuck up.
You know it. The restaurant industry benefit. They know exactly what they're doing. If they even wanted to fix this immigration system, they'd go to the people that employ them. And we know it.
Actually, so you're stupid because the raid that started all this trouble in LA, they were going after the employers, you dumb fucking bitch. But you don't do your research. You just want to go and spit your stupid, idiotic, democratic views and rhetoric.
Detention centers. Guess who's going to benefit from private detention centers and holding our immigrant
Your
neighbors?
friends, probably.
They're donors. So shame on us in bringing these governors here when we know exactly what is happening here. This is all for profit, all for cruelty, and fear and division. Fix our economic system in our country. People are starving.
Wait a minute. You guys have had for 4 years with Biden, and you guys couldn't fix it. Now all of a sudden you're saying fix it? Shut the fuck up, you fucking idiot.
And you're ripping our loved ones away from us because you don't have the courage to fix our broken immigration
Not my loved
system.
ones.
It's been inhumane for decades. Shame on us, both Democrats and Republicans, for not doing what's right in this chamber and doing what is right for the American people and making sure we're not separating
Shut the fuck
families.
up. You know,
With that,
Chata? Shut the fuck up. There's some Spanish for you. Alex Padilla, once again. Let's see it again. He doesn't get...
Senator Alex Padilla, I have questions for the secretary because the fact of the matter is a half a dozen violent criminals that you're rotating on your...
All right, so once again, they said, well, does he deserve to get pushed like that? Look at how he's trying to get to her. Look at what he's doing. He's pushing back, too. You don't think he should have been taken down? He definitely should have been taken down. Shut the fuck up, dude. I can't believe I live in the fucking California. And dude has one job. Oh! And he's like, look, dude, fuck it. Look what you did. Drinking is bad. I know, I used to do it a lot. If you throw a brick of fire, this is Florida. Oh, because they're talking about, Florida's getting ready for
So I'm
Saturday.
gonna break it down for you. All right. And if somebody wants to know what I mean by turn violent, all right, this is what I mean. If you resist lawful orders, you're going to jail.
Good.
Let me be very clear about that. If you block an intersection or a roadway in Brevard County, you are going to jail. If you flee arrest, you're going to go to jail tired because we are going to run you down and put you in jail. If you try to mob rule a car in Brevard County, gathering around it, refusing to let the driver leave, in our county, you're most likely going to get run over and dragged across the street.
Florida don't fuck around.
If you spit on us, you're going to the hospital and in jail. If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail, and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs that we have here. If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at, because we will kill you graveyard dead. We're not going to play. This has got to stop. You're watching what's taking place out there. You're seeing police officers that are being attacked, being spit on, being put in harm's way just for doing their jobs. You're seeing ICE agents that are being targeted for doing their jobs. And you're seeing obstructionists that are doing all of this, standing in the way of law and order.
I love it. Hold on. I got to share this one right away.
So I'm gonna break it down.
I love the sheriff. I can't get my song, my church song out of my head. Sorry, guys.
If somebody wants to know what I mean by turn violent.
All right, what's next? No one is above the law. Or Senator Padilla. Let's see what they're saying on MSNBC. They're probably like, oh, poor Senator Padilla. Look how rude they were doing.
I want to go now to NBC News senior Homeland Security correspondent Julia Ainsley. Julia, you hear that video end with a voice saying there's no recording allowed in here. But the last shot we see is Senator Padilla on the ground. It looks like being put in handcuffs. We're still trying to find out, I believe, at this time, whether or not he was detained, arrested, or charged. What more do we know, and how significant is this, as this seems to be the second U.S. senator detained in some of these protests against either ICE action or, in this case, it looks like at a press conference?
Yeah, that's right. So we understand, at least he was detained. Obviously, you can see in that video, he's put in handcuffs. There seems to be, some back and forth where he's told to put his hands behind his back. And he said, how can I do that when you all have my hands? I think the other thing that's striking is that, yes, we see that confrontation in the room and he's pushed out. But once he got out in the hallway, he seems to be really listening and complying and not at all pushing back or resisting against the officers. And you can see at least one has FBI.
Oh, look, and they're going to say, oh, well, he was fine there. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because, once he did it in the first place, you fucked yourself, bro. You screwed yourself. Law enforcement military personnel, they're just talking about it. Fuck. And then Chuck Schumer, this dude's a douchebag. We saw that a second ago. U.S. fears Iran's response to Israeli strike would be mass casualty event. All this shit's getting out of hand. On top of that, we got to stop being the world police, folks. That's why so many countries hate us and try and do stuff to us because, fuck Chuck Schumer, right? Biden let in 21 million unvetted illegal aliens flood into the country from some of the most dangerous and dysfunctional nations on earth. Many of them rapists, murderers, and terrorists. This tsunami of illegals have destroyed Americans' public schools, hospitals, parks, community resources, and living conditions. They have stolen American jobs, consumed billions of dollars in free welfare, and turned once idyllic communities like Springfield, Ohio, into third world nightmares. I campaigned on and received a historic mandate for the largest mass deportation program in America. Polling shows overwhelming public support for getting the illegals out, and that is exactly what we will do. I love it. That's why that's what I voted for, right? Chicago mayor calls ICE raids terrorism and says Trump America appears if the Confederacy won. You know what? We gotta. He is a black. Let's see if I can spell it right now. Supremacist. I think I did. Yes, I did. There we go. Idiots. Tom, whatever. Obliterates tampon Tim Walz. Oh, we can't see it though. Where's the video? Everybody can be focusing on this one now. Fuck around to find out. See, that's the problem when you're going through X now. They're just gonna see the same shit over and over again because everybody. And I know I shared it too. The whole reason Antifa shows up at large protests is to use you and other peaceful protesters. Pick up those shoes. I'm not a girl, but. Justin Judge declares mistrial on remaining rape charge against Weinstein. What's up? I am JP Eateris, or did I say it right? Probably not. Dude, I gotta watch this again.
Right.
This was just great.
And if somebody wants to know what I mean by turn violent, all right, this is what I mean. If you resist lawful orders, you're going to jail. Let me be very clear about that. If you block an intersection or a roadway in Brevard County, you are going to jail. If you flee arrest, you're going to go to jail tight because we're going to run you down and put you in jail. If you try to mob rule a car in Brevard County, gathering around it, refusing to let the driver leave, in our county, you're most likely going to get run over and dragged across the street. If you spit on us, you're going to the hospital and in jail. If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail, and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs that we have here. If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at because we will kill you graveyard dead. We're not going to play. This has got to stop. You're watching what's taking place out there. You're seeing police officers that are being attacked, being spit on, being put in harm's way just for doing their jobs. You're seeing ICE agents that are being targeted for doing their jobs. And you're seeing obstructionists that are doing all of this, standing in the way of law and order.
I love it. We need more of these sheriffs, don't we? Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'll be back because I'm a fucking rhino. He's a rhino. He's a rhino. Meet the Dragon Prince, new dino discovery flips the T-Rex origin story. Huh? Turns out T-Rex wasn't always the king. Before the throne, there was a Dragon Prince. Wow. Interesting. Interesting. More of Alex Padilla. See, we're going to see a lot of this shit. Oh, what's this?
Do you know who Sakir Khan is? You should, as the governor of New York State. Do you know?
Refresh my recollection.
He was an illegal migrant in New York. And do you know what crime he committed in addition to being here illegally?
No, I do not.
You do not. This was widely reported. He found a 15-year-old girl, threatened her with a metal pole, told her to get into the back seat of his car. He took her clothes off, and he violently raped her in Albany, New York. Do you know who Sebastian Zapita Khalil is?
I'm not familiar at this moment.
Of course not.
He found a sleeping woman on the subway, lit her on fire, and burned her alive. What about Raymond Rojas Basilio? Do you know who that is?
I'm going to tell you our overall policy, which will address all this.
I'll tell you who that is. He is an illegal who molested an 11-year-old in our state because, again, of your sanctuary state policies.
So what about Palestinian human rights? Your constituent Mahmoud Khalil is still in ICE detention. Are you aware of him?
Very much so, and I'm hoping he's returned home on Friday. Because
yeah, we're working on that.
Sorry. Okay, here we go. I had to go post that. In other places. Padilla, shut the F up. We're going to see a lot. This is what I go through every morning, just so you guys know. Breaking New York Governor Kathy Hochul and Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker dare President Trump to arrest him over their immigration policies. Really? What about Tampon? Did Tampon Tim not show up? He was supposed to be there too. Let's see, because President Musk and Trump think they are above the law. Yeah, so do you. You're going to jail, dumbass. Did you guys know that? If you guys didn't know that, they have now got a grand jury against her. Everybody has heard Washington's lullaby. I don't know who the hell Walter Kurt. Ooh, look at the redhead. Too bad she's a liberal. I love redheads. Pope Leo pronounces another 100-year curse on the Chicago Cubs. Babylon B. Houston arrested Carlos Luis Salazar, a previously deported criminal from Venezuela who was convicted of DWI. More Alex Padilla. We're going to see a lot of that today. Well, it's going to be just tons of Alex Padilla. Trump thanks you from Gavin Newsom for saving. Trump wants a thank you from Gavin Newsom for saving his ass. Oh, Padilla was thrown to the ground. Poor little baby. There you go. The real reason LA ICE riots. Dr. Phil, let's see what Dr. Phil has to say.
Warehouse and retail outlet that you served warrants on, the belief is, and the evidence suggests, that this is a cartel-related business here in the United States, that this money, the $80 million that they are suspected
Wouldn't be surprised.
Undervaluing, the double-digit millions in tariffs that they are suspected and will be charged with violations on, income tax evasion. You believe that all of that is benefiting an illegal cartel, a cartel in Mexico or Colombia. Do you know which cartel?
No, it's a larger investigation, and this company is one of many that we're searching and gathering evidence on the fact that much of the money in this industry is laundered to Colombia and Mexico in support of cartel activities. We also got tax evasion, and we also got customs fraud. And ICE, big part of ICE responsibilities are customs laws, customs enforcement. So this is one business out of many we're looking at. So it's a part of a bigger investigation. And as we gather more and more evidence, then we'll decide what we want to criminally prosecute, specifically for. Now.
All right, sorry, I was posting more stuff. I'm always posting stuff, unfortunately. I spend too much time on my computer and on this place. It's long past defund NGOs. Border Patrol. Let's see what he's saying here.
If you look behind us at these pictures on the wall, immigration's not a victimless crime. A lot of bad people, a lot of bad things are in our country now, including Los Angeles. For Customs and Border Protection, that's why we're here right now, is to remove those bad people
Customs and Border Patrol.
and bad things, whether illegal aliens, drugs, or otherwise. We're here and we're not going away. Border Patrol, Office of Field Operations, and Air and Marine, you'll see us in Los Angeles. You'll continue to see us in Los Angeles, not going anywhere soon. If you look behind...
I love it. You can tell he was in the military, for sure. For sure. Hollywood Math-a-thon. You want a great afternoon read that will make you laugh? Go through the comments of this thread and tell me the hysteria wasn't all worth it, okay? He hasn't texted me this week. I need to text him, see what's up. So Greta Thunberg gets over there to the Middle East, and right away they ship her back. We don't want your ass here. Oh, fuck you, Jamie Raskin. You can suck my dick. No cops died that day. They committed suicide and stuff, yeah. But what about frickin' the two women that died, Roseanne Boyland and Ashley Babbitt? Fucking motherfuckers. Use my language. Use my language. Let's Trump now making exceptions to people who have been here for 20 to 25 years and work great, and the owner of the farm loves them. You're supposed to throw them out. Interesting. I don't know about that. I say screw you. You know, President Reagan did that a long time ago. He did the what was that act that he had? It didn't help us at all. If you come here illegally, you shouldn't get any fucking benefits. I say, you know what, if he's going to do that, then look, you want to stay here? Then you got to pay 50% taxes for the rest of your life. Why not? Why not? What else is going on? Yeah, I'm going to have a short morning. San Francisco announces all 33 new speed cameras throughout the city have been turned on and are live. Don't drive fast through frickin' San Francisco, I guess, huh? What's this? Mel Brooks. Wait a minute. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Are they doing another Spaceballs? Are they doing another Spaceballs? 38 years ago, there was only one Star Wars trilogy. But since then, there has been a prequel trilogy, a sequel trilogy, a sequel to the prequel, a prequel to the sequel, countless TV spin-offs, a movie spin-off of the TV spin-off, which is both a prequel and a sequel, not to mention 2 Dunes, 7 Jurassic Parks, 2 Avatars, plus 3 upcoming Avatars, making 5, 36 MCU movies with 2 different Robert Downey Jr.'s, DCU, Attempt 1, 2, an animated Lion King, a live-action animated Lion King, a live-action animated Lion King prequel, a whole come on. Get to the point. Are you making a freaking Spaceballs or what? I get what they're doing. But in 38 years, there's only been one Spaceballs. Tell me there's another one. I hope that's not all liberal, though. Like, come on, Mel Brooks.
After 40 years,
Dang,
we asked, what do the fans want? But instead, we're making this movie.
The Schwartz, not till 2027? What the hell? 2027? What the hell? You should have waited to tell us. You should have waited. You got me all excited. Now I gotta wait 2 freaking years plus because I'm not gonna watch it in the movies. I'll wait till it comes out. Man pretending to be a woman. That's a. Oh, you can tell they're a man because they're bending over so they can cover up their. Ugh. Rebecca Blank has a screeching meltdown over a buildup. Let's see what she's bitching about now.
And so I've just had it. I've had it with it constantly coming back to somehow that this is a Democratic issue. There are transgender people living in every single district here.
All right, I'm on YouTube, so I'm not going to comment and I'm not going to play any more of that. But y'all know how I feel. Y'all know how I feel. Man, we're only an hour back. Holy shit. A lot of shit going on this morning that people keep sharing. Let's see what Pritzker's saying here.
Safe and compassionate immigration policies, I believe, are vital. In fact, my own family owes everything to this country accepting a young refugee named Nicholas Pritzker to its shores over a century ago.
I gotta shut up the water.
My great-grandfather fled the massacre of Jews in Ukraine and arrived in the United States when he was just 10, without a penny to his name. A social service agency provided him a place to live. A public school taught him English. A public university allowed him to pursue a higher education. My father and grandfather both were naval officers and raised their families with a powerful sense of duty to community and patriotism to our country that still lives deep in my generation. Both were successful entrepreneurs. My family story is not unique. Today, Illinois is home to 1.9 million immigrants. Just like my great-grandfather, they are hardworking, raising families, and paying taxes. Our state and our country have been strengthened by people from across the globe seeking freedom, opportunity, and refuge.
I'm up there filling Donnie's pool. We were filling up Donnie's pool with some fresh water. Oh, she's another beautiful lady we have in this
so
country.
I welcome the announcement of the Navy that they would be ending animal testing on cats and dogs.
I don't want to talk about. Sorry, it hurts when I have to step a little bit. 5 minutes so long. I don't like this Gunther Eagleman dude. What the heck? Oh, it's his ankle monitor. It's an ankle monitor. Dude, I wonder if they'll get in trouble for being at protests like that with their ankle monitor on. Stripping Los Angeles of the 2020 Olympics over anti-ice. Go for it. Insurgents preventing hundreds of illegal immigrants from becoming citizens, huh? More than 300 legal immigrants aren't able to become citizens as a result of the forced closure of the ICE offices in LA. See, you're not helping Bill freaking Clinton. Isn't oh my gosh, that's not Maxine Waters, is it? Wow. Ted Lieu, he's California, another one too. Let's see what they're saying here.
The legal authority Trump is using is 10 U.S.C. Section 12406. I encourage all of you to read it. It very specifically says the only way he can do this is through the orders of the governors of the states. Governor Newsom clearly has not given this order. The National Guard troops are following unlawful orders. I ask every National Guard person who is under this order to read the order, to see if it came from Governor Newsom, and then to read the law, and then decide for themselves if they're following unlawful orders.
Shut the fuck up. What's going on here? Join me today at 3. Oh, it's on right now. It's truth about the No Kings direct action. Man swoops in and saves the American flag. Was this last night? Nice. What are you here for, bitch? Fuck this country, well then leave.
Fuck I! Fuck I! What the fuck are they doing to your people, bro?
Buy this man a drink.
Whose fucking side are you on, bro?
I love it. I love it. I love this guy. Buy him a fucking beer. Buy that man a fucking beer. Actually, buy him a steak at Ruth Chris. Whoops. Isn't it Ruth Chris? I don't know. I don't care. In fact, I'm going there next month. It's my stepdad's birthday. We're going to go get a tomahawk steak for his birthday. He's going to be 90. Did you go hop in your pool? Are you coming all muddy?
I will be introducing a bill that will
You gonna go in your pool?
prevent Homeland Security officers from hiding or concealing their identities and wearing masks, because we don't live in a country, an authoritarian country, where
Shut
we
up.
have secret police who are masked, who are intimidating, who are scaring people. That's the stuff of authoritarian states. That is not the stuff of that's not how the United States operate.
Yeah, and it's also not for the United States to operate on going after police's family and hurting them either. So shut the fuck up. What is this? Promise made having for truckers' backs and repealing California. Good. Ooh, and it's a redhead.
Promises made, promises kept. On behalf of the On behalf of the 8.5 million Americans who work throughout the trucking industry, I thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good. So do I, President Trump. Attorney General Barr shreds cabinet of nonsense legal claims. Who is this? We're just trying to get to fucking Jazzy. Let's see what she's saying now.
I'm fully anticipating that we are going to have a problem because I've been receiving phone calls that people don't feel safe coming here. And it's not the immigrants. It's this government that is making them feel unsafe.
Shut the fuck
but
up.
let me also do this because they love to cherry pick. They can find,
Okay, that's the same shit. That's just the beginning of what she said earlier. What else what's live on Mario's show? Devontae Adams goes to the Rams now? He's no longer with the Raiders? He went from the Raiders to the Rams now, huh? I went to school with them. National Guard guys in Texas. Nice. He went to Fresno State. Devontae Adams went to Fresno State. We already saw this. Summerlee claims that Republicans questioning Kathy Hochul over her failed are attacking women who can't defend. Oh, shut the fuck up.
Thanks, Mr. Chair. It's always funny the lack of decorum that we get, and people we do drop the gentleman act here oftentimes when attacking women who aren't able to defend themselves with equal time. But that's kind of the theme here, right? Attacking Americans or people who are not able to defend themselves, or at least who Republicans hope can't defend themselves. And that's what we're seeing essentially in Los Angeles. So I would say that this hearing is quite timely. What's happening with ICE and the military in Los Angeles is terrifying, and is directly caused by Trump's policies and his cruelty. It was Trump's overzealous ICE agents who started this specific incident. And now they want us to get bogged down in arguing over the right types of protest or the right types of way, or the right way to defend yourself, the mythical perfect type, so that we could ignore that Trump is the one who is escalating all of this.
Once again, they always blame. It's always Trump's fault. It's Trump's fault. It's Trump's fault. But then we always say it's Soros's fault too, right? But that's kind of true. What else can we check out this morning? Because I'm getting ready to go. I gotta make my breakfast. Or should I order in? I'm kind of lazy today. I don't want to watch that. What's this one? I think we saw this already.
We deserve a governor who stands up for law-abiding New Yorkers, doesn't put illegals first, but actually puts New Yorkers first. I appreciate
Rather than
the
going
chairman's-
after the viral moment, I suggest you
No,
look
no,
at the
no.
facts.
I'm standing up for New Yorkers. Rather than addressing the illegals in New York, you are prioritizing your far-left sanctuary state policies, which you put in place with executive orders. Instead of advocating for
cooperate
victims,
in all
a
those
5-year-old
cases.
who
We
was raped,
cooperate with
you
ICE.
did not. They were released because
cooperate
of
with
sanctuary
ICE.
state
We
policies in New
cooperate
York
with
State.
law
No
enforcement.
amount of words is going to clean up your failed record and these horrific crimes committed in sanctuary state that you created.
I love it. Good job. Good job. Billy, I thought what happened to hold on, wasn't Tim Waltz supposed to show up there? Tim Waltz hearing. Let's go to news. Did he not show it? Did he not show up? Because you don't see any video of him. See what this is.
Personally, I'd go with Sparkle. It cleans everyday messes, and it won't clean out your wallet.
Add to
Waltz for his opening statement.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Ranking Member Lynch, and members of the committee. I'm proud to be here today as the governor of the great state of Minnesota. Wherever you go in this country, people tend to want the same basic things: safe neighborhoods, affordable household goods, meaningful work, good schools. That's what my administration has worked to ensure for our people. and
Okay,
that's
well
what
we
we've
know he's
Under our
there.
leadership,
We'll see him on here pretty soon, I think. David Beckham. The knighthood man says American. Somebody needs to buy this dude a fucking Ruth Chris steak. If I ever meet him, I will. Compares DHS posters asking to report criminal to Nazi Germany slavery. Really?
With Uncle Sam there holding up the sign. This could have been a Gestapo member 75 years ago. Report all Jews. 100 years before that, it could be a plantation owner that said report all niggers.
Oh, I'm glad I stopped it because might have got in trouble there.
Do you think that biological men should be able to use women's restrooms?
I'm not sure how this has to do with immigration.
It's just a yes or no question.
Why are you?
It's very easy to
politicizing
answer.
this?
Do you
I
think
thought
that
we were
men
here
should be using
doing
women's
fact
restrooms?
finding. I'm sorry.
Do you think men should be allowed in women's restrooms?
I'm not sure why this has come to this issue.
You
It has
tweeted
nothing to
that
do
as
with
a
immigration.
protest against President Trump, everyone should use the other gender's bathroom today. Have you ever used the women's restroom?
Not that I can recall ever. Sir, no.
You wanted everybody else to do it, but you didn't. Do you think the
Shut him up real quick. Tries accusing Hegseth of injecting culture wars into the military. We don't need to care about that. An astronaut is currently on the moon.
As young Americans across the country get to see all of the amazing things that the Army has done, whether it's helping with floods in North Carolina or wildfires in
This is
California,
CNN. No,
or
Fox.
we talked to an astronaut yesterday who's on the moon, who's a soldier, including actually going to war and fighting to defend the freedoms that are that make our nation
What do you guys
so
think?
great.
Are we on the
think this
moon?
is
Did
gonna
we
be an
ever go to the
incredible
moon?
opportunity for the Army to fill up our pipeline for the years to come. As young Americans across the country get to see all
Did he just mess up and say something that he shouldn't have? Did he mess up and say something we shouldn't have, or let's read some of the comments. I'm curious now. Might be true, Hodge twins. I should ask my friend Andy. He loves moon stuff. I'm gonna have to talk to him. I'll send it to him. What do you guys? Oh, nobody's chatting here, anyways. Is my chat not working or something, or you guys just like don't want to chat? Okay, we already saw a lot of her, so it's probably the same stuff. Alex Padilla, what's this? No, I don't want to watch that. More Alex Padilla. We passed over that before, so I don't want to see it now. Hakeem Jeffries invokes Elmo while he complains about. Did he really? I thought that was like fucking photoshopped in. Finally comes home after his family of 80 years. Wow. There's gonna be a lot of Alex Padilla shit right now. Why are they only talking about Prickster and Hochul? Why aren't they showing Tim Walz? Is he just not saying anything? Or is nobody just not asking him questions? Maybe he's just too stupid. This all stuff we've seen already? Yep. See, you know, this is pissing me off. I see the red hair, and I'm like, oh, that might be a cute... Oh, it's a fucking dude. I love women, and that just pisses me off. Doesn't it? Doesn't it piss any of you off that like beautiful women? Yeah, I think it jumped a little bit when we went to the other page. Yeah, we've seen a lot of this shit. Yep. Let's go down a little bit more. And we saw Jazzy talking shit there. We saw that dude doing the dance. Do a little dance. Take a little move. I know I'm saying it wrong. Nasaki's Boeing. You know, Boeing should not be up there. We saw Alex. Or I mean, Tom Liu. Billy Long. Oh, we might. Okay, we just watched that. So that's what we just watched. Okay, so now we're going on. Let's see what this is.
Would you say any immigration law is an unjust law?
I'm for open borders, man. No people are illegal anywhere. This is all our planet.
And do you think that would work out well for America to have open borders?
Whatever would happen, would happen.
Question, do you have locks on the doors of your house?
They don't really work.
I mean, if anybody came into your house, would you ask them to leave?
No, I'm done with this.
Y'all got your helmets and masks. Are you expecting a feisty night?
Stay away from us.
No? You guys want to talk about what you expect tonight?
I don't speak to Zionists.
Would you say?
I bet you they don't even know what a Zionist is.
Fuck the United States flag. The only way people should be flying that bitch is upside down. Plus, we're gonna have to fucking change it when this is all said and done. They made it equivalent to the swastika.
Oh my god. Shut the fuck up. Oh, here we go. Tim Walz.
So I'll ask you, Governor Walz, do you agree with Minnesota your Attorney General's opinion stating that it's not lawful for Minnesota counties to hold people for immigration authorities, even if there is an immigration warrant? Do you agree with his statement? That's his statement. It's not yours. I just want to know if you agree with him.
Yeah. Well, I know you know this, Congressman, that all 87 Minnesota counties follow federal law.
I don't know that. I just want to know. I don't know that. Why would I know that? I'm just going by your Attorney General.
I haven't.
He says not to do it. Do you agree with the Attorney General? That's all I'm asking.
The Attorney General is elected independently in Minnesota. Nothing in his opinion allows it in Minnesota.
So are you telling me you disagree with him?
Could I have 20 seconds just to say?
I just want you to answer the question. You're not answering the question.
I served here, Congressman, and there's the respect to the witnesses to just be able to speak.
Yeah, there is, and there should be respect, and that respect from the witness should be to answer the question.
Our counties and jurisdictions can do whatever they deem necessary. They have to.
Do you agree with your Attorney General? Apparently, we don't know because you're not going to answer. You're going to be oblique about it. So
that's unfair characterization. I'm trying to answer. I'm not the Attorney General of Minnesota.
Do you agree with his memo? And you're killing time because you're filibustering. Do you agree with his memo? That's all I'm asking.
Nothing.
And you don't want to even answer it. You just say, oh, they get maybe that, maybe yes, maybe no. I don't know. Let's go to you, Governor Pritzker.
He's a joke. Washington teacher fired after reading To Kill a Mockingbird in class. Really? What the heck? Watch, AOC blames Trump for LA riots. Of course she does. Of course she does. Legal migrant immigrant under arrest in Frederick County. Yeah, we watch that one. Is this a dude or a chick? You can feel the pure hatred in her heart for ICE agents and Trump. I guess it's a chick.
I'm gonna make one thing fucking clear. The United States Council of Immigration states that, and this is the law. This is the fucking law. Section 8, okay? This is free information. This is fucking online. Illegal immigration and illegal entry into the United States is considered a misdemeanor, punishable by fines and up to 6 months in prison. Okay?
Too bad, and she's kind of cute too. Let's see what this guy's saying.
If you're like me and you're horrified by what's going on in California and the rest of the world, and you're trying to figure out a way that you can help stop ICE from taking innocent, undocumented immigrants, I'll tell you exactly what you need to do, and it rhymes with loot the Apple Store, or literally any other local business. This will help ensure that families stay together and are not ripped out of their homes and sent back to their home countries. You can
Loot
also
the
throw
Apple
rocks at
Store?
cars if you need to, but the looting, that's where you can make a difference. Also, you need to make sure to make this issue about freeing Palestine, because that's what this is. Undocumented immigrants and Palestine are interconnected. Everybody knows that. So go get yourself a new iPhone or an iPad or a new kafia from Zara.
Fucking idiots. The county bill to voters decide on single member districts. You know what I think should be single? Here's what I think should be single. Single bills, folks. Every time they put up a bill, there's so many things underneath there that are just outrageous and they don't even need. We need to get rid of single item bills. Single item bills, 100%. It's all the same shit. That's the problem. Amy Klobuchar. Today we heard from Felicia, a single mom of 4 who works at the 3 jobs at a time to make ends meet. She counts on SNAP to help put food on the table. This is who Congress are trying to take food away from. I'm sorry, but this woman definitely gets enough food. Let's just put that way. Right? I mean, you can say, oh, they have a problem with their metabolism and stuff. Sure. But you don't get that way unless you eat enough food. It takes food to grow. You can't tell me she's not eating enough food. Dozens of emergency crews are on the scene after a JetBlue flight rolled into a grass area off the runway. You know, I remember when JetBlue first came out, they were like supposed to be the best, right? Well, let's see this one.
Work with law enforcement to enforce the law. In May 2020, looting, acts of violence, and arson occurred on your watch in Minneapolis after you refused to bring in the National Guard. Governor, your agenda is clear. Free health care, free college and driver's licenses for illegals while handcuffing law enforcement when they're trying to protect our citizens and their communities. If you think that's not a sanctuary state, you shouldn't be governor. By turning Minnesota into a magnet for illegals, you have opened up our communities to dangerous criminals, including known terrorists, gang members, murderers, and child predators. You have sent a resounding message that if you're a hardworking, law-abiding citizen of Minnesota, your safety and well-being are not the priorities of Tim Walz and his administration. But if you're coming to our state illegally, you're not only welcome with open arms, you're entitled to free stuff on the taxpayer's dime. This is absolutely disgraceful. Governor Walz, your sanctuary state agenda has been defined by your utter failure. You have failed to enforce the rule of law. You have failed to uphold our national sovereignty. And most importantly, you have failed the people of Minnesota. The time for radical sanctuary state policy, sir, is over. The voters made that clear last November when they elected President Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance. You remember him, don't you? Governor, the time for real leaders and real leadership is now. And with that, sir, actually, Mr. Chairman, I ask unanimous consent to introduce into the record.
Okay, we need to see that stuff. Well, I have an agreement with Iran. I ran so far away. Nancy Pelosi last night. Oh my goodness, what's this? I need to call my mom and thank her for never using me as a prop. Who is this?
Oh, sure. 2 men willing to take it. Oh, he's sleeping.
He loves it. As long as his arms are big. I love that. I can't wait to tell him one day that Representative Clyburn was holding him at a press conference. But
Who is she? I don't even know who that chick is. Let's see. Say who it is. Somebody tell me who it is. They just keep saying she. Does anybody know who she is? The problem is, you know what? That was probably taken on. Shit. Now we gotta go way down. That was probably taken on. Bring your kid to work day. I wouldn't be surprised if that was from Bring Your Kid to Work Day. That's the problem, people want to call out shit that was probably Bring Your Kid to Work Day, and they're just being idiots about that shit. Okay, we just saw that. On Bring Your Kid to Work Day, that's not a problem. That wasn't using it as a problem. He just bragged about slamming Biden's open door policies, but he didn't. Admitted she has no clue how many illegals are in New York. Okay, let's see this.
$1 billion. I appreciated that very much. What we spend on immigrants, the immigrants who are here hardworking to live a life and working on our farms and taking care of our parents in nursing homes and taking care of our children, they have been coming here for 400 years. And we don't keep track of individuals.
Oh, that's all they said. Did he cause his ex a crack pipe in audio release? Philadelphia police taken out of an anti-ICE rioter. Oh, I like watching these. Problem is, you don't know how old this is. I don't know how old that is. Let's see what else we can find. I think we're about ready to go. Right? Oh, did they tackle him? Oh, boom! Nice. He definitely played some football. Who cares about Kim Kardashian when it comes to fucking... She's not a politician. She has nothing to do with all these fucking celebrities that do this shit, except for John Voight, because John Voight's just good, because he's on my side, but you know what I mean. And that should be the problem. I should even condemn him. He's not a freaking politician. What the heck? Okay, hold on. See if we can pause it at the right stop. See all of this. Here's what I think may have happened. I think there may have been, number one, this could be a fucking AI. But look how much dirt is coming up. I think they filled the truck up with dirt, maybe, so it wouldn't smash down. We saw that. We saw that. We saw that. We saw this. The heck. Anyways, you know what, guys and girls? We're going to end it for now. We're going to do our show again in 5 hours. So we'll be back in 5 hours, and we're going to watch some riot porn. So everybody have a good day. Catch you later. Should we play? We'll play the song on the way out. And everybody have a good day. I'm going to get some lunch. Got to do some other stuff around here. And y'all have a good day. Eddie Block Film Show, Eddie Block, the Eddie Block Film Show, Eddie Block, Eddie Block Film Show. Yeah, we watching Eddie getting facts.
You need to end the stream, Eddie.
Audio ready, so unlock.
Shut up, Eddie.
Patriots prepare for Eddie Block Show, Eddie Block Films, Eddie Block Film Show, Eddie Block Films, Eddie Block Film Show, Eddie Block, Eddie Block Films, Eddie Block.